Alright, hey guys, right, so we've just finished up our Kinder Ninjas drills and our kickboxing drills, so now it's time for you teens and you adults. Right? What we're going to be working on today is we're going to be working on the Shorin Kempo Kata, specifically Shorin Sonichi, because now is a perfect time to be doing it. You can do it at home, in your living room, in your bedroom, and to be honest, it's probably something I've been neglecting a little bit with you guys. So we'll be working on that today. We're going to go through it nice and slowly. We'll be working on some specific stances and techniques that we need to keep in mind when we're doing this kata.
So, yoi! Kata, Shonichi.
Os.
Hajime.
Shuya! Shuya! Shuya!
Os, thank you very much. All right, so let's go back to the start of this one here. I want you to get you to take a couple of steps back there, just so as we can follow things a little bit easier. I know it probably looks like a bit of a dot on the screen at the moment, but what we're going to focus on here now is we're going to go through by numbers, okay? So then what we're going to do is we're going to pick a particular element of this kata today, and we're going to break that down into its components and have a really, really good look. So let's go through by numbers first, and I will get some fluid movement around Jordan as he moves, and we'll just get a good feel for the kata. Moksubarachi, Mokso, Kata, Shoronichi, Yoi! Good, by numbers. H, Ni,
Shuya!
San. Good. Let's just go back to Ni. Now, it's going to go through the component of San. So I want you to watch the power of the arms and the movement of the feet. San. Chi. Go. Now, here we are, Zen Kutsurachi. Zen Kutsurachi. Chura no Chuke. Doko. Shish. Ache. Okay, so let's note the position of the stance it is here at the moment. Left foot, flat on the floor, right knee. Right hand position underneath the elbow for the stride. Shish. Ache.
Shuya!
Kyo. Jo. H. Ni.
Shuya!
Alright, let's go back to Ichi. This will test your brain. Okay, so we have 4 techniques. 4 techniques. So we have Yoreikunuchi. We have a spin. We have a hook punch, Keikizuki. Did I get that right? Yoreikunuchi, Yagazuki. Let's go through those 4 strikes again. It all happens very, very fast, and it's not just a spin. We've got 4 techniques. So we've got Yoreikin, hook, Yoreikin, punch. Okay, let's go through those 4 again. So we have Yoreikin, some call it Yoreikin Geminochi, Yoreikin Geminochi. We have Yoko, Keikizuki, excuse me. And then we're coming in again to Yoreikin Geminochi, dropping down to the knee, Yakazuki. All right, so let's have a look at it nice and fast again. Ready? H.
Chia!
You see how those 4 techniques blend together? Let's try that again. Only because I love to work him so hard. Okay, be ready? H. Near. So imagine we're grabbing a rope and pulling it in. Now I want you to watch the feet on the slide here. San, left, and out with the right. Cheer, breathe, push down. Near, breathe, push down. Now on the next one here, when he draws in his breath, he's going to hold his breath until he moves in and slides with the feet. Cheer, go. So now we're back to muscle badachi, hands by the side. So now we're ready to set up now for our last technique. H. Very good. All right. So that went really, really well. So now we're going to put it all together again. Okay? All together again. So let's start at the beginning. And we're going to see all the way through by numbers this time. Os. Osubadachi. Shorinichi. Yoi. Good numbers. H. Ni. San. Chi. Go. Roko. Shish. Hachi, Kyo, Jo, H, Ne, San, Chi, Go, Roko, Shish, Hachi, Kyo, Jo, H, Yasmayos,
Os.
All right, very good. So what we're going to catch it from another angle this time. So Senpai's going to stay where he is. We're going to catch it on the side here. Let's get a view from this particular angle here. Subarachi, oi. Good. Shorin Sonichi, numbers.
Os.
H, Ni, San, Chi, Go, Roko, Shish, Hachi, Kyo, Jo. H, Ni, San, Chi, Go, Roko, Shish, Hachi, Kyo, Jo, H, oh, that's very good. Okay. So now this time we'll get a perspective from the other side. So what we're going to do is Senpai Jordan's going to turn and face the front of the dojo, and we're going to catch it from behind. Okay, so same thing again, by numbers. Subarachi. Mokso, Shorin Sonichi, Yoi! H, Ni, San, Chi, Go, Roko, Shish, Hachi, Kyo, Jo. H, Ni, 3、2、5、6、7、8、9、10、1、Ayame, Yasmayos. Alright, that looked pretty good. Of course, now getting everything to flow, everything to move, timing, precision. It's emotion that needs to be put in this kata as well. And I've quite often said that there's no emotion while we're sparring, but emotion in kata, I believe, is very, very important. It shows character, it shows individuality. Everybody's kata is slightly different. There is no right and wrong. We do have a certain pattern of the way we move, but there is so much room in this kata for self-expression. So now Jordan's going to show us his best version of Shorin Sonichi. Okay? So I want you to imagine, Jordan, now that you're at the, let's say there was the Shorin Kempo Kata Championships, and you've got Shihan Charlie in the corner staring you down the eyeballs. And I know Shihan Charlie's watching right now. And I know that he's going to be paying very, very close attention. So we'll see how he goes. Okay.
Do you want me to face you or do you want me to face the
no, you can face me. Okay, so we ready? Mosobarachi. Moso. Yoi. Alright. Ajime. Os. Thank you very much. All right, so we'll see Shihan Charlie's comments later on. He's either going to ring me up and be very, very happy, or he's going to be very, very upset. We will find out. Okay. So what I want you to do, Jordan, now, let's just look at a couple of particular elements there that you believe, especially with your own students, where it is that they would need to improve.
Well, first of all, a saying that I've said a lot, and you guys will get sick of me hearing this, is that your stances are the foundation of your kata. Right? Just like when building a house, you need that rock solid foundation. Without it, it's just going to crumble. The same thing is with kata. If your stance does not look good, that kata is not going to look good. It's going to crumble underneath. Right? One of the stances that is most predominant in Shorin Sonichi is Kibarachi, the horse riding stance. It's the second movement, it's the 10th movement, and we spend a very long time in it towards the end of the kata where we're pulling in and pushing up. So that stance in particular needs to look rock solid. Right? So Kibarachi, let's very quickly go over the basics of that stance. Right? So Kibarachi, horse riding stance, very simple. When we're here, my feet are about 1.5 to 2 shoulder widths apart. They're not going to be super wide out long, definitely not shoulder width apart. About 1.5 to 2 shoulder widths apart. Right. As I'm here, you'll notice my feet are both pointing forward in the same direction. I don't want my feet pointing out to the side. This is Shikodachi. Right. We want Kibarachi, horse riding stance. Right. So my feet are both pointing in the same direction. Right. As I'm here now, I'm going to drop down into the stance nice and low. Right? At this point, what you're going to feel is you're going to feel your knees buckle in. We're going to avoid that. Push your knees out and push them hard out. We don't want to see any knees buckling in on the inside. Right? One last thing to keep in mind is my back is nice and straight. I've got my chest forward and my back is straight. I'm not hunched over here looking like an old man. There's only one old man in the dojo and he's over there by the door. Right? When we're down here, 1.5 shoulder widths apart, feet are both pointing forward in the same direction, knees pushed out, back nice and straight. If you're struggling to get your back straight, right, use a broomstick. Right? Keep that broomstick on your back. That'll make sure that your back stays nice and straight. Right? Like I said at the start of this, and like I'm going to keep hounding you kids on, and you adults, the stance is the foundation of our kata. And when we've got a stance like Kibarachi that shows up so many times, and where we stay in that particular stance for such a long period of time in the kata, it needs to look rock solid. Right? That's just my opinion. We'll go over more details and techniques in that kata so we can fine-tune it before we all get back here training together once more. Os.
Thank you very much, Jordan. You did a sensational job. Leave some comments as well if you like what it is that he's done tonight. In our next class, we're going to be working on some kumite drills and some sparring drills. I'm going to alternate between kumite and kata, but certainly all things that you can practice at home. Thank you very much for watching. We've got Yogi Kane coming up soon to start his yoga class, so it'll be certainly a fantastic way to wind down for the night. Thank you all so much, and we'll see you all again tomorrow night after yoga class finishes tonight. Os.